you're a high performance, power-based or endurance-based athlete and you feel sluggish, tired, or even lethargic going into practices and races, this video is made for you. These 5 pre-training nutrition hacks were game changers for me. Before I get into that, you might be asking, who the heck are you and why are you sharing these informations with me? My name is Philemon Henoch and I am a registered dietitian and I'm a track and field athlete. I'm one of the top 10 ranked 400 meter athletes here in Canada, and as well as been an athlete for the past 12 years and 13 years of my life and researching on how to fuel for performance. I'm going to share with you the 5, and the last one is actually the most important one. So I'm not saying that because I want you to watch the whole video. You can just skip on the last video and just watch the 5th tip, but it's not going to be as beneficial of the first 4 because the last one is the fundamental one. Anyways, I'm bluffing. Let me get into the video of the nutrition hacks. So just stay right there. I'll get into it right now. So we'll start with nutrition hack number 1, which is front loading your beetroot juice 7 days out of your competition. A lot of people drink it for 3 hours before competition and think that's it, but there's a lot of research and backed up evidence that shows us loading 7 days out helps us build nitrate levels in our body in order to help us buffer that lactic acid capacity when we're racing at an anaerobic capacity at high individual or high intensity workouts. Usually these are like beneficial for, like, let's say 100 any workout or any athletes lasting for more than 20 seconds or more, or even 15 seconds or more. So anything in around that range, nitrates have been shown to improve performance. So the dosage amount for beetroots, usually this one has 400 amount of, like you can see on the dose, it says 400 milligram of nitrates. That's the amount of milligrams that's proven by science to show to have this benefits of increasing the nitrates and the nitric oxides in our body. And the way to drink this is very specific. You cannot brush your teeth before you drink this because that's what allows us to convert the nitrates into nitric oxide in our body. So if you drink, if you brush the teeth, it kills the bacteria that converts this nitrates to nitric oxide in our body, so you won't get the benefit from the nitrates in your body. So that's one. And drinking it 2 to 3 hours before training sessions will be better. So assuming that you're training every day leading up to your competition. If you're not, you can drink it any day. We're talking about nutrition hack number 2. When we talk about nutrition hack number 2, we're talking about front loading your beta alanine 6 to 10 weeks to competitions. So people also drink this a few weeks or right before competition. But beta alanine works by increasing our muscle kerosene levels, and then in order to work or increasing our muscle kerosene levels, they maximize it takes up to like 10 weeks in order to reach its max peak amount. And research has shown that you get to see some sort of performance gain 4 weeks in, but also like supplementing to up to half a year, you get to see the maximum amount of benefits you can get, which is up to like 86% increase in the muscle kerosene levels. Trying to make it simple, increase this kerosene level helps us break down lactic acid in our body and allows our muscles to contract better. Simple said. So the dosage is 3 milligrams to 6 milligrams for up to 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 10 weeks to your peak competition that you want. Nutrition hack number 3, which is supplementing a magnesium bisglycinate, because it would increase our recovery and indirectly improve our performance. And why magnesium specifically, and why magnesium bisglycinate specifically? There's different forms of magnesium that different supplement companies sell us, and the most important and the easiest for our body to digest is magnesium citrate. And then a mixture of all these supplements of magnesium citrate, magnesium oxide, and so forth is magnesium bisglycinate. So it has a little bit of a majority of them, and then it helps by relaxing our muscles and is a very important function in the nervous system, and also sleep, and a lot of cognitive and metabolic functions, and also glucogenesis in terms of like our body's ability to break down glucose and also produce glucose from glycogen breakdown, meaning like how our body stores carbohydrates. So etc., etc. Without getting too much detail, this supplement around, I do 200 milligram in the morning and 200 milligram before bed, so at least I'll have it throughout the day. It helps us reduce like any type of muscle cramps or anything like that, so it's very key. Nutrition hack number 4 is supplementing on vitamin C, and if you are living in a cold area, vitamin D. Not just for immunity, but especially if you're a power and endurance-based athlete, your central nervous system is a key component for your improving your performance. And then for vitamin C, for vitamin D specifically, it has very key components of your immunity and also controlling and supporting the autonomic nervous system. And so when you're talking about vitamin C specifically, it's key in supporting your collagen production. So that's all your ligaments and tendons, so they're able to regenerate and recover by using vitamin C and collagen. That's another thing I'll get into later on. It's important. It's not on my list, but if you want to supplement on that, it's great for improving like ligament and tendon health, so go ahead. But the topic is vitamin C right now, so vitamin C is key in terms of supporting that rebuilding phases of those ligaments and tendons. Our muscles recover from protein, etc., but then our ligaments and tendons are made of collagen, which is essentially a protein, but specifically type 3 collagen. It will help us regenerate those type of collagen ligaments and tendons in our body. So for vitamin C, the dosage amount that's recommended is up to like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily for an athlete specifically. And then if you're drink from supplemental basically, and then if you're having different fruits and vegetables, obviously you're getting some vitamin C through other means as well. And also vitamin D. For vitamin D, you want to make sure you're having some sort of up to like 500 to 1,000 milligrams of IU vitamin D, especially if you're living in the winter like in Canada, up to like 1,000 or even 2,000 to be honest with you. But 1,000 daily during the winter month will keep you on a constant level so you won't go below that threshold amount of vitamin D in your blood. Nutrition hack number 5, the most important one of them all, and if you don't do this nutrition hack, anything that I told you from nutrition hack number 1 to number 4 is not going to be relevant. So if you don't do 5, don't even do 1 to 4, because there's no point in doing them all. Nutrition hack number 5 is not just about eating healthy, it's about fueling around your training block so you perform better and you won't feel lightheaded, lethargic, or even tired. So you practice better and hurriedly, you recover better, thus your performance will increase. So what I mean by window of timing of nutrition is so for example, here's the reality. So 4 hours before, 3 to 4 hours before your training sessions, you should be having a bigger meal of protein, carb heavy, and maybe a little bit of fat. And then 2 hours and 1 hour before your time of training sessions, you should be having a lot of carbs, around 60 to 70 grams of carbs, and then a little bit of protein. And as the time gets closer to workouts, around 30 to 45 minutes, even up to an hour, if your body could tolerate, you can even go to like 30 to 20 minutes before, being up to like 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates will be very beneficial for you leading into practice. So that's the key thing that I need you to tackle. So timing windows, pre-training, post-training, during training, fuel of carbohydrates, proteins are very key for your performance long term. You might not feel the effects 1 day, 2 day, or a week, but then long term you're gonna be in a state of low energy and etc., and then you get into the red states, which basically relative energy deficiency states for different athletes. If you don't know what that is, Google it. And then if you want me to dive deeper into if you're feeling the symptoms of reds, which is basically low energy or low hormones, low performance, and your metabolism shifts, that means you're gonna feel like you're not even leaning out, but at the same time you're eating less. Because of this metabolism shifts, that you're not gonna have the beneficial effects of all of these. So like I said, I don't want to get too much into diving into the details of the science of how these mechanisms, there it is, how these mechanisms work. So if you want more details on those type of videos, leave a comment down below and I'll get into it. But for now, this is Philemon Hennock, and I hope these videos are helpful. I want you to succeed in your sport. So if you actually implemented any of these and then they worked for you, please, please, please come down and just leave a comment down below. I would like to hear about your performance and how you did good and how you did better. It just makes the world better for me, because literally I've just been studying nutrition the past like 15 years of my life, and I'm really ready to like obviously give to the world and like actually share my knowledge and experiences and the experiments that I've done and the things that I've gained and the knowledge that I've learned throughout my whole year. So yeah, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I have my link in the description below for Hanok Nutrition. So if you're an athlete and you're struggling to get that nutrition effect properly, so leave it, just go down and comment down below. Go in the link down below and book a session with me, and you can talk for 15 minutes to see if we're going to be better help. But like I said, you don't need to. I feel like you just need to watch all my videos maybe, but moving forward, so this is what it is. Watch my other video on how I went from running at 52 seconds to 47 seconds in just a year and a half by utilizing these nutrition tips, and as well as the different training methods that I use. So go watch the video on how I did that.